good?
Hold. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we're doing our 12 Days of Christmas book. I know you get a little caught up in your books and your Kindle. 12 Days of Christmas, our favorite things, and we both love to read.
I love to read.
You're
read.
better at doing it than I am, but I do love it. I love when you can find that book that you just can't wait to finish. I love that feeling.
I know.
And so I love hearing about book reviews from other people, and we're actually going to get ready to be in a book club.
We are.
Come January. So we're going to be professionals at books next year. But anyway, we've got a few recommendations, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through those.
So as soon as you said we need to choose a book, it's very hard for me to pick my favorite book.
I know.
So I have some favorite authors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then maybe you'll say some of mine.
So, I graduated to Kindle probably 4 or 5 years ago. So majority of my books are in here. But some of the earlier ones that I read was, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Okay, I haven't read it.
Yeah.
Haven't read it?
You have not read it?
Do I need to borrow that?
Well, there's 3 books. It was a movie.
I didn't read it.
Hasn't everybody read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
Apparently
okay,
not.
so I lent out the first one, so I don't know, but where that is. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the girl who played with fire, and the girl who kicked the hornet's nest. Super good.
All right.
It's a motion picture. It's a major motion. Okay. I thought all my friends had read it.
Okay. I'm a little behind the times.
Da Vinci Code. Awesome. And there's Angels and Demons, I think, is the next one. Awesome. In a Dark, Dark Wood. Another really good one.
Really?
Yes. My niece gave this to me.
So what type of books do you like?
I like all kinds.
Okay.
I made a list. Okay. So I really, there's not one particular genre that I like. I like suspense. I like thriller. I like mystery. I like love stories. I like the smut books. I mean, who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
I love some little, not history, but some that are fictional but set in, like the Vietnam War, the Lotus Eaters.
Okay.
The Lotus Eaters is such a good book. It's kind of a love story.
Huh.
Gone Girl by Gillian.
I read that.
Okay, so she has some great books.
Okay.
Sharp Objects, Dark Places. Sharp Objects is actually on HBO right now.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Let's
So
see
one of
here.
my favorite books ever is Me Before You. I loved that, and that did turn into a movie.
Yeah, and now who wrote that? I'm drawing a blank. It's bad. Maybe drop a comment before.
Flint. Wait. I'll think about it. Who wrote that? Tell us. I know it. It's at the tip of my tongue. Me Before You. Love that book. And then The Mountain Between Us.
That was awesome.
By Charles Martin.
That was good.
And then On the Island by Tracy Graves.
Have not read that one.
They're very similar, but those, On the Island by Tracy Graves, those 3 books, On the Island, The Mountain Between Us, which actually turned into a movie too, and then Me Before You, had always been my 3 top until I got introduced to Colleen Hoover recently. So a book went throughout a bunch of us called It Ends With Us, and if you've not read that, that would be my personal first recommendation right now. You loved it too, right?
I said it's here. See?
So my girlfriend Megan that I play tennis with, she and I trade books all the time. So she said, well, I'm going to order a bunch of Colleen Hoover books because she liked that too. So the next one she got was called Slammed. And that's a series of 3. So I'm getting ready to start book 3, but books 1 and 2 are awesome. So highly recommend.
I wonder if I've read this one.
Highly recommend Colleen Hoover.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, November 9, Maybe Someday, Hopeless, Ugly Love, Confess, Losing Hope, Without Merit, all of her books.
And we clearly don't talk books because I've just read It Ends With Us just like 2 months ago and could not put it down. I mean, I'm not that type of person. Like I literally laid on my couch for like 5 hours and finished the whole book.
Wow.
Yeah. Never do I do that. Ever.
No.
So the fact that you've read all these and I just heard about her as an author is telling.
So just a couple more authors because I love this.
I'll just shut up.
Jamie McGuire, Crash and Burn series, All the Little Lights, Red Hill, the Maddox brothers. That's like a 5 or 6 book series.
Okay.
Yes. Beautiful Disaster. Abbie Glines. Okay, so Abbie, that's like a guilty pleasure. Like,
Smutty?
No, not necessarily smutty, but just kind of like a...
Shades of grayish?
No. It's almost like what your 20-year-old daughter would read. But I read them because they're easy reads and they're just... I started them years ago, so I just kind of keep reading them.
Okay.
J.R. Ward, and then Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, you said that.
Okay, so if there's a movie that comes out and I know there's a book linked to it, I have to read the book first.
Okay.
Because the books are always better, right?
Yeah.
Books are always better. So I read that.
We're for sure going to have to put this list in the comments.
Oh my gosh. So another really good, like, suspenseful thriller, Rachel Caine. She wrote Stillhouse Lake and Killman Creek.
Okay.
Yeah, bizarro. Really good.
Okay.
Like, crazy good. And then one other thing that's kind of like Girl Gone, Gone Girl. Is it Gone Girl? Yeah. The Wife Between Us.
Okay.
And I did that one on Audible.
Oh.
I listened to that when we went to North Carolina.
All right.
And then I laid on the beach and listened to it because I couldn't stop.
All right. Well, I need this list because I've not read 90% of those.
Yeah. Just flip that off for a second because then I want to tell you about a local author that is right here in the Legends.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it's-
And I hadn't heard of this either.
It's pretty exciting. So Camille Faye, she wrote VooDoo Butterfly.
And she lives right here in our
She
subdivision.
does. So what's funny is
That's so cool.
I read this book, okay, and probably a month later, she sent me a message to see if she could do a book signing down at the shop. And I was like,
I just read your book.
I just read. So then this one came out, Emergence, which is part 2. There's 3 books in the series, I believe 3 books. So I heard and read this before I met her. So I actually purchased these 2 to give away.
I love it.
For 12 Days of Christmas. So
then that may be in our Christmas present package.
it is the grand prize. Yeah, so it's pretty. I think it's pretty neat.
I think that's so cool.
Very neat.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I would love to read them. It looks like I don't actually need to purchase any books. I'm just going to come to your house.
You should, but see, the rest of them are on here.
Well, okay.
I know. Yeah, I know. I think you can share. I think there's a Kindle share where you can share books.
Yeah.
And if you're Kindle Unlimited, which I am, because I probably read 2 books a week.
Do you?
I do. I read a lot. There's so many books that are free. I think a lot of these I get for free.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do love touching a book. There's something about that, but I use Kindle too, and I like that as well. And actually, I've been doing a lot on Audible.
I know.
I've been doing some books just in terms of business building. I've been doing those on my Audible, and I love that too.
What's your favorite one?
So just finished Get Over Your Damn Self.
I've got that one.
Loved it.
Haven't started yet.
Thought that was good. And then I just got done, another one I just got done when You're a Badass, which, you know, here are these cursing words, but it was good.
Yeah.
That wasn't really business related. It was just in general.
Like a
Thought it was
self-help
pre-
kinda
Yeah, kind
just-
of.
yeah.
I love self-help books. I love
Me
them.
Me too.
So those are my 2 favorite that I've read recently.
Okay.
Yeah. Or that I've listened to recently.
Okay. If you have any book suggestions, please drop them down in the comments
Yes.
because 2 books a week.
Yeah.
That's,
And I love James Patterson. I forgot to
Yeah,
mention
I love
him.
James
So he's
Patterson,
always
too.
been, you know, one of my favorites. Now I'm stuck on Colleen Hoover, and there's been other good ones. But we would love your recommendations. Please comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got lots of other great Christmas ideas coming up here. But I think a good book, I mean, who doesn't like to get a good book for Christmas? And
I love it.
especially, you know, if it's one that you've read and you love, share it with others.
Yeah. Or an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Just a little hint.
Great idea.
Okay. All right.
Get some books.
Happy reading. I'm going to get back to my book.
All right, which one are you reading?
I can't tell you the name of this one.
Why? It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Okay, well, I'm gonna read my book then too. I'm gonna start my new one.